Hi, how are you? Welcome back to Vino Mexico. This is the night of Tuesday, the 28th of March, 2017. No, this isn't going to work like this. No, sorry, no, back in a second. There we go, that's better. This is Guadalajara in the state of Jalisco in Mexico. This is the 28th of March, 2017. And I'm speaking to you from my office. Welcome to Vino Mexico. Today, the Prime Minister has signed Article 50, declaring the start of the process of the withdrawal of the United Kingdom from the European Union. Now, however you voted and whatever your thoughts on this process, this is our time to pull together as a country and as one people. We must make the best of this situation, and in the best of British spirit, we must cast our eyes towards the horizon over the Silver Main once again, to lands far away and full of adventure and sun and surprising people. Perhaps now we cannot rely upon the wine stocks of France or Italy, Spain or Portugal. Perhaps not even Greece, nor Bulgaria or Romania, the Czech Republic or Slovakia. Perhaps prices will rise. However, there is one thing that we can depend upon, and that is the absolute unquenchable thirst of the British people for wine, for spirits, for anything that will stiffen their upper lip. Therefore, I implore all of the vintners of northern Mexico, from the Baja California, all the way over to Sonora, Sinaloa, Coahuila, Aguascalientes and Zacatecas, and even the tequila makers from Jalisco, Nayarit and Michoacan, to please cast your eyes eastwards towards a very thirsty country who over the next 2 years may well indeed require their upper lips stiffening, their fortitude and resolve fortifying, and in need of a Latin hug in very, very dark times, or indeed a celebratory drink in very happy times. Whichever the situation may turn out, may the tables of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth be festooned with wines from the Parras Valley to the Ojos Negros, or to the Valle de Gaudelupe. May the British ambassador in Mexico City turn his eyes northwards and regale his guests with glasses from the Sierras to the deserts. May all of these fine wines from this fine country, looking for its way in the world, find a trading partner with an old world trading giant who once again is looking to make its way in a new world. With that in mind, tonight, this is a special Vino Mexico. So I bring to you the first of a 4-part series from our friends at Solar Fortun, otherwise known as the Fortune of the Sun. These gentlemen are based up in the Baja California and the Valle de Gaudelupe, and their wine is certainly very interesting because the second generation winemakers of this vineyard are once again trying different methods to make different wines in their different lands. It is a winemaker that is full of passion. It is a winemaker that is full of ideas and new ways. It is a winemaker that pours his heart and soul, so he says, into his wine. Now this wine in particular that I'm opening tonight is very appropriate for tonight. It is called Confabulario. Confabular in Spanish is traditionally to make a plan between two people, normally getting into a bit of mischief. So tonight, in fine British style, we shall be serving it properly. Now, don't be afraid, this is fine china from Fortun & Mason in Piccadilly, so only the best. Bottoms up, chap. So will this wine help us get into trouble, or will it help us to resolve and drown our tears? The wine itself appears to be of a very dark ruby colour, slightly purple. It's not particularly translucent. However, I can smell the fruits coming from here. Very much red berries. The fruit is very much prominent within this wine. It has a slight sharpness, not as much a bitterness to it, but almost a vanilla note, but then there is something else hidden underneath. So let us go for the first taste. The immediate taste is of fruits of almost plum-like, but then it almost has a slight licorice taste at the end. There is very little hint of wood, and there is a nice blackberry jam flavour in the aftertaste, and it lingers on well after 5, 6, 7 seconds. This most definitely has a very long aftertaste. Perhaps Brexit will as well. We do not know yet. So if to Confabular is to make a plan, usually illicit, between two people, or something to be shared between two people, and in the terms of what is happening at the moment, this is a very fruitful moment, possibly with a slightly bitter aftertaste, but it lingers on and stays with you for slightly longer than you thought it would do. However, the finish of this is very fruity, very smooth, and altogether not unpleasant. I would say this wine, both in its name and character, absolutely embodies the situation in which we find ourselves in this evening. It is a wine which you could console yourself. It is a wine which you could celebrate with. I would say this wine could quite happily find itself upon the menu at the British Embassy in Mexico City. That's a hint, Ambassador. And so, of course, with everything, we have to give it the ultimate test. Can this take well, not so much an end-of-week session, but in the spirit of the inn, can it help us to aid the shock or to celebrate the moment, however you choose to take it? So we will go with traditional double glug. This, as always, is to get a reaction from the autonomic reflex to gain an idea of the character of the wine upon your physiology. How you react to it determines whether it's naturally bitter, naturally sweet, whether it's something you like or something your body needs, or whether it's something your body will reject. We shall soon see. Chin chin. That is very tangy. The word I'm looking for is tangy. It is like jam. It is a very jammy wine. It is like drinking liquid blackberry jam, which, to be honest, is one of my favourite things in the morning. I'm not suggesting this wine should be imbibed at breakfast, far from it. This is certainly something that would help to mellow an evening and help to pass the time away between you and a co-conspirator. Friend. This is certainly a wine that can be shared between two people, which is what we are all about here at Vino Mexico. This is a very stable wine. It is a very clean, very simple wine, but yet there is a complexity there that stays with you. Again, like this situation, I could not believe that I had picked a more perfect wine for this night. So, this is, I present to you, Confabulario 2013 from Solar Fortun, the Valle de Gaudelupe. It has gained a gold medal from the Concurso Internacional Ensenada Tierra del Vino 2015 gold medal. Now, some people say that stickers don't matter. Some say they do. To me, at least for the consumer, of which I am, this is a good idea that at least someone somewhere thinks this is a good wine, and if I'm going to pay money for it, which this is in the 250 to 300 peso price mark, but I will confirm that and put it in the information box down below. Then if I'm going to pay that kind of money, then I at least wish to have some idea that this wine is going to be a good investment. And as a British person, I know all about good investments. Well, sometimes. So anyway, in conclusion, this is certainly a wine that can be shared between two people. If you're up to mischief, I'm sure that this wine could be fueled, wink wink, nudge nudge, say no more, upon that. If it is wine you wish to share with a loved one, it has enough spiciness and enough jamminess to help lubricate things along. If you simply wish to solve your conscience or drown your tears, then this is certainly a bottle that you could cry into for an evening or celebrate the night away. Either way, I would most recommend this particular wine either for you or your loved ones, whether you're on your own or with people. So for tonight, enjoy the moment or cast the moment aside, whichever you may choose. Either way, may tomorrow be a happy one, where we all look forward. And remember, there is always Vino Mexico.